So today I wanted to talk about the fits in Ghost of Yotei, the armor sets. I'm going to talk about how much I personally like them, like the look. The the stats aren't really important. They all kind of do different things, but I just want to talk about each of them so I can show it off a little bit. I don't really have anything else to do in this game, so I have the Platinum Trophy, and yeah, I don't have any more really enemies to fight, so we'll start out number 13, which is the fundoshi, or the underwear. It doesn't really do anything. It does not provide any protection at all, but yeah, it's just kind of a useless armor. It's more of a funny set. I think they included it because it was in the first game. But yeah, I do think the armor is kind of funny with this frog mask. Alright, next up we have the mercenary attire, or like I like to call it, the Ronin armor. Yeah, this one's not bad, it's just kind of boring. There's 3 outfits that are pretty similar to each other. The only reason this one doesn't edge out some of the others is because it lacks some features. Ah! But yeah, I do like this armor set because it is one of the ones with the most color variation. It says blood off. Nope, now I'm just muddy. But yeah, it's got like blues, greens, purples, reds, you know, all the different colors. Kind of gives you a chance to bring out some of your other color sheaths. Like, you can match stuff really well with this. So yeah, that's number 12. Alright, at number 11, I'm going to put Taro's armor. It's not that I'm not a big fan of this, it's just as you upgrade it, it gets bulkier and bulkier, and it just ends up looking a little too big. I do like the physics and stuff on the hay on the back, or fur, or whatever that is. But yeah, I just think this ends up being a little bulky. The scarf is a nice touch, and the waistcloth is a nice touch, but yeah, everything else just ends up looking a little too big for my liking. You know, especially compared to some of the other stuff. But yeah, it's just not my favorite armor set. That's why I put it at number 11. At number 10, I put the, what is this called? The robes for the Citarain. That probably butchered that, but yeah, I put these robes. They just look really cool. The effects on them pretty bad though. Like, it's mostly to do with like exploration, and picking stuff up, discovery and stuff like that. But I do really like that you have to work towards getting this armor set. Like, you have to go find some of the relics for the Ainu to upgrade this. And you do get one of the coolest like hats, in my opinion, in this game for it. But it's just another cloth armor set. But it does have more detail than a lot of the other cloth sets. So the furs, the hood, just things that you don't get with the other ones. But yeah, it's not the best overall. But I'd still put it at my, number 10. And I really like this woodland assassin vibe. Right then. Continuing on at number 9, we have Genji's armor. This is the, well, I call it like the gun armor or whatever. But it's the armor that lets you deflect bullets. And it's one of the last armors you get because it's in the last area of the game. The effects on this armor aren't really that great. The look is kind of eh. I get what they were going for. It just doesn't look as good as a lot of the other armors on this list. Especially when we start getting to this latter half of the list, we start getting some really cool looking armors, really cool colors. But alright, we'll get on to the next one then. Alright, then next we have the Armor of the Undying. The Armor of the Undying is... I don't hate it by any means. I think it's a cool looking armor set. Some of my complaints that I have with it, though, are the big, huge shoulder pauldron on the left side. Takes away from it. I feel like it should have been a small one, like on the right side. Then this armor set would have been much cooler looking. And then along with that, the designs on the chest, the wave designs, they kind of look a little off for some reason. Not that they look bad, they just look like they're textured, and then the rest of it's not. So it makes it look a little different. It's just not a look that my eyes like very much. It is a good armor set, though. Like, this is probably one of the most useful armor sets. I just have to put it here because every other armor is better. But this armor set does go pretty hard with the white. The crimson color is really good, too. Let me see if I have. So the crimson and gold, in my opinion, best color. But if you want to rock it with this helmet only comes in one color, so you kind of got to pick a more, you know, neutral color to go with it. But if I was going to do this, I don't like the helmet that comes on this one. It's just a little too big. Whoops. That's alright. But yeah, that's why this one gets the spot it does. Most we would have the Onryo's armor. I think this armor starts out looking very boring, like the mercenary attire, but as you level it up, I do think it gets some really, really nice upgrades. The fur along the right side, the right side is a really good addition, and then as you level it up, it'll wrap around your left arm, and you kind of get that differentiation in the chest area. That's, well, actually, here I might be able to show it. So this is base. It looks exactly like the mercenary attire. Then you get the cape. Then you get the gloves, the chest piece, and the armor wrapped around. And this just is a nice happy medium between fully armored and cloth, which I think is a really good mix in this. It's just there are armors that I like better. This armor is super cool looking, though. We're getting towards the top now, and so the armor just... There isn't really bad armor from this point out. Alrighty then, continuing on. Next we have the Dragonfly armor. I think the Dragonfly armor is like super cool. It's like a lighter samurai armor. Well, I don't want to even say lighter samurai armor, but it just doesn't have like full arm guards, full everything else. But this armor is super cool, especially in this color. This purple and gold, black, like everything just looks really good on this armor. And yeah, I didn't really ever use it though because I was more of a utility kind of guy. But looking at it now, I kind of wish I would have used it more, like just made a build around it. But that's kind of the nice thing about this game with the armor system they have, because you can pick you know, different loadouts and whatever else for different situations. So I probably should have used this a little more, but I didn't really utilize ranged combat at all, and this armor pretty much solely focuses on ranged combat. But looking at it, it does look super cool. But in my opinion, there are better armor sets, and we will get to them. Right, up next, I would say I would put the, what is this called? The Ninetales armor. I'd put the Ninetales armor because this just looks super clean, super cool. Kind of gives you that stealthy ninja vibe depending on whichever color you choose. But yeah, just like super cool, ninja-esque and samurai combination of the both. And just looks really, really cool. It also has pretty good utility for its abilities. A lot of it has to do with thrown weapons, like your kunai, your metsubushi, stuff like that. Yeah, it's just a pretty solid choice all around. Not my favorite armor, but really good looking nonetheless. And, yeah, I just can't complain about it. I think it looks pretty cool, but one thing is the fur on the shoulders. I kind of prefer the second version rather than the first version. The first version, I mean the last version. The last version, the hair on the last version, the fur kind of looks unkempt, whereas in the second version, it looks much cleaner and much cooler. And I do like that it allows you to go back and pick the version you want of the armor and still get the full benefits. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let's get on to the next one then. Alright then, coming in third, we have the Crimson Kimono. Probably the best stealth armor in the game, if that's purely all you're looking for, but again, this one, I just like it better than the other, than the Ninetales. Just it's a little less armored, a little less bulky, and you really get that ninja look, shinobi look if you want that, whatever, you know. But the colors with this one are super cool, and I just like it better. This one just has, if you were gonna pick a lesser version, like the first version is okay, it's whatever, it's kind of just typical clothes with some waist armor. Then, you know, you get the scarf. This is like Ninja Gaiden-esque. And then you get the arm plates. And this one's very, very Ninja Gaiden. And I just like the color. But I like purple, blue, you know, green. But yeah, I mean, it's Crimson Kimono, so I pick red. But yeah, this is my third favorite armor in the game just by solely looks. And I will get on to number 2. Alrighty then, coming in at number 2, we have the Bounty Hunter armor. I just think the Bounty Hunter armor improves on the Crimson Kimono's idea of having an armored yet lightly armored, you know, heavily armored and lightly armored look all together in one. I really, really like the chest piece and the arms on this one. It reminds me a lot of the, once you got the Ghost armor in Ghost of Tsushima, it really reminds me of that look. And I really like this color green that I have on it, kind of make like the forest protector kind of thing going on, you know, and just all the styles and looks you can make with it. I just think this one looks really solid all around. The arm guards are really nice on this one. And then it's almost as if they're wearing a jacket on one side and not on the other. But it does go all the way, like it splits down the middle and you can see that. It's just because on this side you have the rope to carry stuff, which makes it look really nice. But yeah, overall solid armor choice. My second in the game, and this one's really good for just, you know, everyday fights and everything, every use you might have for it. So yeah, and the boots on this one are super cool. Let's look at the other ones. First look is really good too. The leather shoulder guard really good. Then you get the scarf with with a little more armor. And then yeah, fully done up. I should maybe go with this one. This is a cool version too, but either way, yeah, that's my pick for second. So, yeah, let's get to number 1. Alright, and for my number 1 pick, I pick the Spider Lily armor. The Spider Lily armor, in my opinion, is just perfect. You get that chest piece for heavy armor, you get the basically uncovered right arm, and then you get the scale mail left arm. You get waist armor that covers, it's not just 2 section on your thighs, you also get the middle part, which is really nice. The rope straps that hold the armor up are very cool looking. This one's also really, really good for like average fights, fighting mobs and stuff like that. And I have to say, with the color and this golden mask, oh, it looks awesome. The different colored hand guards is a nice touch too, or I mean gloves, hand guards, gloves, whatever you want to call them. But the fact that you get 2 different colors on this makes it really, really pop out and makes this armor super cool looking. I go with version 2. So I go with this version because I really like the scaled right arm, because if you go up a version, you get a more full shoulder pad on your right side and not your left. And I just prefer The middle look. The first look is pretty good too, but I prefer the second look. I mean, you know, white and green, yellow, black, purple. Like, I haven't seen a bad color on this thing, whereas some of the other armor colors, when you pick a majority color for them, they end up looking just not as good. But yeah, this is my favorite armor set. This is one that I rocked pretty much as soon as I got it. Almost for the whole game. And, yeah, I just think this one looks super solid, especially with this mask. It just looks super cool. But yeah, those are my favorite armor sets. Or, not favorite armor sets. Those are all the armor sets in the game, but this one being my favorite. That's my ranking of them. Thanks for watching, and, have a good time.